Good morning, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, we need you to stimulate that subscribe button for me. We are getting ever so close to 15,000 subscribers. And you know what's going to happen after we get to 15. We go into 20, we go into 30, then we going all the way up. We running it all the way up to 100K subs, and I cannot do it without your help. So I'm going to need you to stimulate that sub button. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded ready to go. We are talking about Vechain today, guys, and we are booming. We are up 9.5% on the day, ever so slightly, getting closer and closer to that all-time high of 28 cents, guys. Things are definitely looking good. The markets are looking good. Just trying to recover from all-time highs. Again, you know, the short-term price of Vechain does not faze me one bit. We're in this for the long haul. But we are going to speak price pumping into existence because all the other coins are pumping, damn it. And if Dogecoin could get to $1, so can Vechain. We're speaking it into existence and we're believing that it can happen, guys. So that's the price news. We're just sitting here at about 24 cents, doing pretty well, all things considered. And hodlers are going to hodl. Traders are going to trade. And Satoshi Boomin is just going to stack Vechain and chill. And Cardano. And Bitcoin. And Ethereum. Moving on. MainNet looking pretty good. Yesterday we burned a spicy 94K VITRO. Today we're burning about 30K VITRO. Yesterday the clauses were off the chain. Looks like the MainNet was firing on all cylinders yesterday. Hopefully we could see that run up. The good thing is, every day that goes by, we're getting closer and closer to Vechain 2.0. Super exciting. Can't wait to see what kind of decentralized applications, what kind of NFT marketplaces, and other good things you guys decide to come up with. Moving on. We have the wonderful Eisenreich here, as always. Vechain and Wall Street Journal. Vechain was featured in a Wall Street Journal article. Well, not featured, but mentioned in a Wall Street Journal article. Pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Also mentioned on a CNBC article, on a CNBC television show, briefly mentioned. Pretty cool stuff. This is good exposure for Vechain, even when listed amongst some dubious projects. Wall Street Journal ranks 462 in global internet traffic engagement. And obviously they're talking about Dogecoin. Everybody's talking about freaking Dogecoin. Let's take a look. More than 12,000% rally this year in Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency set up as a joke. Whoa, what the heck was that? Press the button. Sorry. Set up as a joke, serves no purpose, and set its price to a record 69 cents per token this week. There are literally Dogecoin millionaires out there. What a time to be alive. Bitcoin climbed briefly over 60,000 a piece last month, more than doubling its price since the end of 2020. That is prompting investors to turn their attention to newer digital assets such as Digibyte, Vechain, and SafeMoon. SafeMoon? What the fuck? Oh boy, I probably lost a couple subscribers for saying that. In the hunt for cheaper alternatives that could be the next to skyrocket. The jump from one speculative asset to another is indicative of a broader frenzy that has driven up prices for a range of assets, including stocks, commodities, silvers, and cryptos. It serves how new investors with savings bolstered by stimulus checks who are spending more at home during the 19 pandemic have become a volatile new force in financial markets. Their bets, usually fueled by rumors and speculation in online forums and chat groups, are prompting more seasoned money managers that markets are overheating and that small investors could be hurt when prices reverse course. Now, yesterday I talked a little bit about what the bear market would look like for Vechain. I don't think the bear market is anywhere near. I mean, they're still printing trillions of dollars. The money supply is extremely high. And rates are at a record low. Debt is at an all-time high. So I do not expect the bull run to be over anytime soon. However, there will be another bear market, guys. Nothing goes up forever. Okay, we know that in crypto, all it takes is like a cascading effect, right? Not saying that it's gonna happen. I just want you guys to be prepared. What if VeChain goes to 1 cent? What if Cardano goes back to 3 cents? What if Bitcoin goes back to $5,000? What are you going to do? How are you going to react? How are you going to manage your portfolio? I know a lot of people have been making life-changing money now, and everything's great. We're euphoric. We're happy. But again, that's why I preach remaining even-keeled. And I did a video yesterday talking about Cardano and how can Cardano fail? And if it can fail, how it could fail. And people were like, don't be spreading FUD. Guys, that's not FUD. That's not FUD at all. Like me saying, how can VeChain fail? What are some of the existential things that could come up to make VeChain go back down to a penny? That's not FUD. That is just saying, we need to think of all the necessary options. I'm a kind of guy that when I go into a situation, I have a plan A, B, C, D to Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this doesn't work, this is what I'm going to do. If this doesn't work, this is what I'm going to do. If this doesn't work, then this is what I'm going to do. You always have to have, backup plans on backup plans. You always need to think. It's called wargaming, guys. When generals go to war, what do? They think of situations that could happen. What if an alien invasion came? Obviously, we're under no threat of alien invasions right this minute. But the war games, that's what war games are about. Predicting and trying to forecast potential dangers that could come to the war. And that's what I do with crypto too. I try to think of potential existential crises that could happen that could affect our investments. I'm not saying that these things are going to happen. Again, I'm not trying to spread FUD. I just want to, again, keep you guys mentally sharp, I guess. That's why I always preach even keeledness, even when we're going up 20%. All right? Now, this is awesome. I'm glad that VeChain has been featured in Wall Street Journal or mentioned in Wall Street Journal. VeChain's community is growing at an extremely high rate. I remember when I first started this YouTube channel about a year ago, almost more than a year ago. We had like 50K people in the VeChain Reddit. Now we have over 150K people. So there are more and more people adopting VeChain each and every day. There are more and more hodlers coming onto the VeChain Thor blockchain each and every day. More customers being signed up. More blockchains as a service being sold, more companies tracking and tracing their products on the VeChain Thor blockchain. So I'm ever bullish on VeChain, guys. Like, I plan on holding VeChain for the next 50 years. But it's still always wise to think of worst case scenarios, to think of, what could happen, what would I do in certain situations, right? So I'm not spreading FUD. I still believe wholeheartedly in VeChain and Cardano and Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I also like to think of other options, and it's wise too, because if we just shut down those things, if we just shut down all, I don't want to say negative, but all existential problems that could happen, if they do happen, then we're going to be asked out and we're going to be looking for somebody to blame. And that's not what we do around here, guys. We are better than that. We are not normal retail investors who dump their life savings in SafeMoon and then when it dumps, cry on Biz. Like, that's not what we do around here, guys. We are trying to be sophisticated investors. And if we want the institutions to think of us as such, we need to act like such. Okay? I don't know why I spent like 5 minutes talking about that, but moving on. All right, so we talked about this briefly, but we're going to go over it again. VeChain was featured on national TV. We're going to take a look at that article here soon. English language and state-run business channel CGTN created a short expository video on blockchain's growth post-19. The video article featured a close look at Vechain's progress in developing business solutions, explaining how the technology could be applied to food safety and infection control industry. The media company shot a short video inside the office and interviewed a few of the developers, indicating that the company is doing well enough to comply with regulatory requirements in a tightly run country. It is no secret that Vechain is in a top position and has a close relationship with many government-backed organizations, which is an inviolable position for any blockchain as a service provider, and I would agree. So let's take a look at this short video, guys. Here's the article. It's a long article, but Channer Zhang, dev ops team leader at Vechain, started to study blockchain technology some 3 years ago when he was at a cloud computing firm. Sorry about all the noise in the background, guys. Young talents like Jing have been attracted by the policy orientation since China listed the technology as an emerging area at the end of 2016. In October 2019, the blockchain officially entered the national strategic level. In April 2020, the National Development and Reform Commission incorporated blockchain into the new scope of infrastructure development for the first time, making it clear that it falls under new information infrastructure. Jing said that his blockchain abilities have boosted his salary by 30%. Dude, since getting into crypto, I have literally fucking 10x'd. I wouldn't say 10x'd, but I'm almost out of wage slavery. Thanks to you guys, mostly though. The same is true for 60 colleagues working at the Shanghai-based tech service provider who have all picked up their knowledge of blockchain. And guys, this is just the beginning, bro. Like, we're still in our infancy. Imagine being on the forefront. Imagine being on the ground floor of the internet 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Like, we're barely touching the surface of what's possible with blockchain. Let's take a listen.
With a few speedy movements of the cursor, a smart contract is being built into a blockchain. Projects like these are what 31-year-old Gen Qiangle has been working on for around a year. He started to study blockchain technology some 3 years ago, when he was at a cloud computing firm.
I started to pay attention to blockchain technology in 2017. More people were talking about it, and I found out that the idea and the technology really captured my attention. And China listed the technology as an emerging area at the end of 2016. So it's supported by the government as well as attracting my interest.
Gen says his blockchain abilities have boosted his salary by 30%. The same is true of his 60 colleagues working at this Shanghai-based tech service provider, who've all picked up their knowledge of blockchains and how to use them.
Since China started to promote blockchain technology in the new infrastructure last year, many startups and large companies in the field, and even companies in traditional industries, have been expanding their blockchain business. And there are far from enough professionals, so the competition is tough. While large companies have kept their salary offers stable, some others have doubled their salary offers.
Zhang says that as his company is seeking to further commercialize its technology services, it's now looking for professionals who not only know the new technologies like blockchain and the Internet of Things, but also know about specific business sectors like retail or food safety. The company has already hired almost 20 new employees so far this year, and plans to double or even triple that in the future. The demand is huge. Consulting firm Gartner estimates China is facing a talent gap of more than 750,000 people in blockchain technology, and college students are responding. Qin Yuhan had originally been studying electronics, but is now studying blockchain technology in her graduate sophomore year. Almost 20% of her undergraduate classmates have done the same thing.
Blockchain was just becoming well known when I got my bachelor's degree. It's now being applied to a wider range of sectors, from just cryptocurrency in the beginning, but now to finance and to the whole of society. It has a very promising future.
Some 30 students like Qin have joined the university's lab specifically teaching the new technology. The university began offering blockchain courses as add-ons to regular computer science classes for postgraduate students in 2016, and has now expanded the offering, opening a class here for undergraduate students not majoring in the computer sciences at all.
We plan to make our courses a MOOC, open to all college students in Shanghai. And we have also established a virtual blockchain operation platform where students can program, create blockchains, and do experiments. It has already become a city-level project. It will be free to all students in Shanghai and even to the whole country.
A report by internet data collector MYBABY and recruitment site Liepin says that 33 Chinese colleges have opened courses or majors related to blockchains. The hope is that with college education including more courses teaching blockchain, many fields nationwide will be able to begin using the new technology. 张世璇 ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.
There we have it, guys. Blockchain is the future, guys. We're on the ground floor. I'm so excited to see what the future holds. Moving on. Thank you to the wonderful Eisenreich here. Please, guys, donate to his VeChain address, which will be in the comment section below. VeChain and adexer.io, powered by VeChain, enable fast, inexpensive, trustable executions with publicly viewable smart contracts. Pretty awesome. So, for transparency, to provide a provably fair game environment with no deposits or signups. This is the first iteration to gauge community interest. We plan to release public, private, invite game room separation rewards and many more game mode selections. We do not want to say too much here to leave some surprises, but please let us know what we're doing to improve feedback. So this looks like a, let's see here. Game creator sets the wager every time must match on the last player to join the game. The contract excludes drawing for a winner. Pretty awesome. And thank you to Potj for finding this. Pretty awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap things up here. Thank you to our wonderful Patreon subscribers, AJ, Brick, Alec House, Micaiah, Sergio, Leslie Nielsen, The Fernline, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericanHomeRemedies.com, Maryland for Crypto, Boost, Wayne, Fruze, Dan, Brady Alves, Joel Menace, Kyle Botcher, Crypto, SVT.SI, Eric Parra, at The Voice, For the People, HBDSouthBay.com, Ryan Ingram, Daniel A, Crypto Chemtrails, Climax ZH, Angela Schroyer, Craig Wadding, C. Vale, Maker.Crumbs, Bearder, Leon Jackson, and Jacob Cotter. Really appreciate you guys. Taking a look at the Bitcoin block halving, guys. We have 1,094 days to the next Bitcoin block halving. Taking a look at the markets here, things look to be doing pretty well. A couple of coins are down, but the majority of coins are up. Cardano's doing well. VeChain is still up about 10% on the day. ETC is still pumping. Let's take a look at any major pumps. Bitcoin Diamond is pumping for some reason. Lisk, Quantum, OMG, IOST, Monero, Verge. So it looks like there are some coins that are doing some good pumping. I know we are all excited for that, guys. I'm going to wrap things up here. Don't let your memes be dreams. I will talk to you soon with the Cardano updates, guys. I love you. Have a good day.